On this episode, we're gonna focus on making vegetables. So we're gonna start with a stir fry, a Thai peanut sauce with a nice surprise addition of this nutty infusions, ginger, wasabi, cashew butter. Yeah, I got some ginger, wasabi, cashew butter on set right now. My mind is blown. The first part of this recipe is making a homemade almond milk. We're gonna start with 4 cups of water and 1 cup of soaked almonds. I'm gonna leave these soaking in water overnight, and it sheds some of the skin. It makes them more easily digestible. It makes them a little bit softer. So I drain the liquid that the almonds were soaking in, and I'm gonna add these almonds to 4 cups of water. Really super simple. Throw it in the blender and just let it go. You can see right here, it's made this milky color, but it's thick in texture. So what we wanna do is we wanna strain out some of that almond pulp. So what I have right here is called a nut bag. Nut bag. So you wanna take your nut bag and just put it over a big jar that's enough to carry all this liquid. And we are just gonna pour this through, take it, and just slowly with your hand, squeeze, squeeze. You're gonna start to see that milkiness come through. I got this big ball of pulp. If you do want to take it to the next level, I highly recommend you start composting, or you find another way to repurpose this pulp, which I'm sure I'll do in a lot of other episodes. So I'm just gonna get rid of this for now in my sink. And now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a double strain in a double blend, because I want this to be very fine texture. I don't wanna have clumps of almonds in there. So what I do is then I'm gonna pour it back through the nut bag, squeeze it. You can see there's not much left in there, but this is gonna make a big difference. We got almond milk in the house. Yo, if you're still drinking cow's milk, I don't know what you're doing out here. I don't want that baby cow milk. That's not for me, that's for the baby cows. Almonds from the earth. When you think about cow's milk, you don't really think about where it's coming from. So what they do in these factory farms is they'll impregnate the cow, and then as soon as it gives birth, they take the baby away and they just put it in a very small confined space and just extract as much milk as they can from it. So that's what really hit me home. These are mothers of these animals. So if you have a compassion towards any types of animals, I'm sure you could relate, especially nowadays when we can make this glorious, delicious almond milk from home that is such a good replacement for cow's milk. So please try this out if you haven't yet. I think it's one of the easiest switches that you could make if you're trying to eat more plant-based food. Love this stuff. So this is practically done. I got my almond milk right here, the 4:1 ratio, and then what I do is I wanna add in a little bit of ice to chill this off. It's one of my favorite touches. Chilled milk, that's good stuff. Now this is gonna be the first ingredient for the Thai vegetable stir fry. I'm gonna start with a 1/2 cup of milk, and we're gonna go back into the blender with this. So I'm just eyeing it. I got about a 1/2 cup of milk right there. I got 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We got 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, and I have 2 medjool dates right here for the sweetness. This is the start to the base for our sauce. This right here is the magic special ingredient. I got some ginger wasabi cashew butter from Now Foods, their new Nutty Infusions line. So I actually tried the Nutty Infusion line for the first time at the Expo West Trade Show in California. So I reached out to them, asked if they could send me some to the show, told me all about their values and their mission. So it led to a pretty organic partnership, and now I'm helping them promote their new line of items. So I got my ginger wasabi cashew butter. Honestly, in this recipe, there's no comparison to ginger wasabi cashew butter. I'm adding between 2 and 3 tablespoons to my food processor or blender. Bam, blend it up. Boom. Now, over here, I have some pre-prepped vegetables. We got onions, we got red bell peppers, cabbage, sugar snap peas, and some broccoli. When you're doing a stir fry, it's really important that you get everything sliced to a similar size. I love red bell peppers. Something that I think is super interesting is that when you see a green pepper and then you see the orange, yellow, and red, they actually all come from the same seed. They're just different stages of growth. The red's a little bit sweeter. It actually has some more nutrition properties. It has a lot of beta carotene in it. It's high antioxidant. It's also really good for your skin's complexion. So I always go with red bell peppers whenever I can. So I got my pan heating up over there. I got a flavored coconut oil coconut garlic oil, again from Nutty Infusions. They're just hooking it up today. I'm just gonna throw about a tablespoon of this on my pan. So once that oil is heated up and melted down, we're just gonna throw these on the pan, cook them around, just keep them moving. That's one of the keys. You wanna just keep them moving, keep rotating them. It's gonna fill up the pan, but you're gonna see it's gonna shrink down the more that you cook it over more time. And then at the end of cooking those vegetables, right near the end is when we're gonna drizzle our sauce on top, and then we're gonna turn it off, let it continue to infuse some of those flavors. This looks so money. Our stir fry is just about done. So the pan was just loaded with vegetables, so it took a little bit longer. It was closer to about 15 minutes. Added a little bit of water through that process just to help it along, to keep it from sticking to the bottom. So the vegetables are ready. We added the sauce on. Ooh, I love it. I love the smells in this kitchen. We got the ginger wasabi cashew nut butter sauce from Nutty Infusions. Remember, check that out. Go to nuttyinfusions.com. Every time I find a sponsor or partner to bring on my show, it's because I really like their product, but it's also because I support what their company's doing. Companies like Now and Nutty Infusions do a really good job of putting the customer first and sourcing really good, healthy, sustainable, natural ingredients. Really a big fan of this ginger wasabi cashew butter. Again, nuttyinfusions.com. Some of the best dang nut butters out there. We're gonna throw on a little sprinkle of cilantro, slice up a lime, whatever you got around your kitchen. That is so good. The vegetables, nice, soft. You get a little hint of that garlic from the garlic coconut oil. And then this just really shines through. That's it. Stir fry. Such an easy way to make vegetables taste good. You gotta have the right sauce. Delicious. Please try this at home.